What's happening, guys? Summer's just around the corner, and I'm here to give you guys my top 10 favorite niche summer fragrances of 2017. Stay right there, it's coming up right now. All right, everyone, I hope you're enjoying the really nice warm weather that's upon us, soaking up the sun. Let's get into my favorite niche summer fragrances of 2017. I'm gonna give you guys a few honorable mentions, and then I'm gonna also sprinkle here and there on my top 10. I'm gonna be wearing those, they're gonna be part of my rotation, but they're not gonna be as prominent as the 10 I'm gonna be giving you today. So the first honorable mention I'd like to mention here is ALBATROSS from the house of MATRIARCH. This is a phenomenal aquatic scent with a backbone. This fragrance here, if you like the aquatic genre, but you wanted something with a little bit more oomph, something that's gonna give you a lot more depth, and it's gonna last a long time, ALBATROSS is very artistic and it's a beautiful take on the aquatic genre. Take a look at the ALBATROSS. I haven't worn this enough, and I got this, I think it was in the dead of the winter. So, like I said, I'm gonna sprinkle this here and there in my rotation. Perhaps it'll make the top 10 next year. The other fragrance I'd like to mention here today on the honorable mentions is GALLAGHER Fragrances. This is Amongst Waves, a phenomenal fragrance that's green with apple, honeydew. It has a beautiful mellow note here. This is like juicy fruit gum. It's very nice. It's very inviting, very compelling. People they're going to be around. It's an EDP concentration, by the way, and it's a little bit of an aquatic fragrance as well, and it has some patchouli in the dry down. So it's another one that has some backbone. It's a different take on the aquatic genre. Again, I got this not too long ago. I'm going to be wearing it a few times. I actually have a full review of this with a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. The third honorable mention is from the house of Tom Ford. Unfortunately, when it comes to the aquatic genre, they're not long lasting. So this here is COSTA AZZURA. This is definitely my favorite from the Portofino line, but unfortunately on scent alone it's fantastic, but unfortunately the performance is very lacking, very fleeting. I get 3 to 4 hours on a good day. If I spray my clothes, maybe 4 to 5. So if this lasted at least 6 to 8, it would definitely make my top list. I think it was number 8 last year, but this year just falls off. I have other fragrances that do the job and last actually longer. The last honorable mention could easily be the number 1 or in the top 3. This here is a loved fragrance. I think loved by many and hated by some, but mostly loved. This is King AVENTUS from the house of Creed. Again, it's a fantastic scent. It's versatile. As you guys know all about this scent, I don't have to get much into it. Again, I'm going to be sprinkling this here and there on my top summer days. The only reason why it's not the top 10 because it's getting really popular, and the other thing about this fragrance too is I love it more in the spring up until like right now, but when it gets really, really hot, I really don't like this fragrance too much, and then I like to wear it in the late summer, early fall. So fall and spring is really where I love this fragrance. That's why it's not making the top 10 this year. All right, at the 10th spot, we have Bois 1920. This is Verde di Mare, which is the green of the sea. It's exactly what you get out of this fragrance. It's very green, it's very sea-like, oceanic vibe. A little bit of woods in the dry down, some vetiver. A great fragrance if you like aromatic citrus with an aquatic backbone. Try Verde di Mare. I think next year this is actually going to rank much higher. It's one of those fragrances that you can splash on anytime, and you're going to get compliments. Verde di Mare from Bois 1920 at number 10. Okay, at the 9th spot, I really started to dig into my fig fragrances this year. Perhaps I'll do like a top 10 or top 5 favorite fig fragrances ever. So, fragrances like Philosicos by Diptyque or Premier Figuier or Figuier Extreme from L'Artisan Parfumé are great fragrances. But this one here from Diaz and Durga takes it to the next level. If you like fig fragrances, this is Fig, Coconut, and Iris, a phenomenal fragrance that's going to be great for those really, really hot and humid days, muggy days. Get out of the shower, splash the sun, head out. You can do it casual, you can dress it up. It's a little bit creamy too. A great, great fragrance. DEBASER at number 9 from the house of Durga. Great fig-based fragrance. At the number 8 spot is a fragrance that I absolutely love. It was introduced in 1916. This is a remake of that fragrance, and 2 amazing perfumers actually got together to do this. Jean-Claude Ellena and Bertrand Duchaufour, which is also they're in the top 3 of my favorite perfumes of all time. This is ACQUA di Parma Colonia Assoluta. It takes the 1916 Colonia to the next level with added spices like cardamom, paprika, and resins. A great fragrance. If you had problems with longevity and projection with the 1916 release Colonia, try Assoluta. It definitely takes your game up a couple hours. On my number 8 spot, Colonia Assoluta from ACQUA di Parma. At the number 7th position is a great vetiver scent. You guys know how much I love vetiver fragrances. This here is from the house of BYREDO. This is Boule de Freak. It's a great take on vetiver. It's a sharp, mouth-watering kind of vetiver. A great fragrance, my favorite from the line. Very exotic, very unique take on vetiver. A little bit floral in the middle. Definitely gender-free, but I love the vetiver base on this fragrance just to die for. Like I said, it's a little bit mouth-watering, it's a little bit sharp, not as sharp and very compared to Atelier Cologne's Vetiver Fatale. I do like this better. I think it's a little creamier. It's a little, you know, more refined, if you will. So between the two, I would go for this one. It's a little bit more pricey though, but you get what you pay for. As you guys know, I love Creed. Creed does freshies like no other. I could actually make this whole summer list based on Creed scents alone. You know, you have Arofa, Himalaya, amongst other great summer Creed fragrances that could have easily made like a top 5 or top 10 fragrances for the summer niche. But, you know, obviously there's other great fragrances out there. But as you'll see, from this point on, Creed's gonna do great on this list. Let's go on to the number 6 position. The number 6 spot is one of my favorite summer staples. This is Creed Millesime Imperial. A great watermelon vibe up top, you know, citruses with the ambergris and maybe like a woody base. Very invigorating, refreshing, a great compliment getter. This is a crowd pleaser for sure, universal appeal. You don't have to think too much. Grab and go type of fragrance, dumb reach, whatever you want to call it, and a staple in my summer rotation. Okay, now these are the top 5 fragrances I'm going to be reaching out for the most. These are going to be very prominent in my rotation. These are going to be the ones I'm going to be wearing mostly in the summertime when it's really hot out. This year is a fragrance that I revisited this year, and I'm so happy I have. I started wearing this around springtime, and I'm really gonna wear a lot of this fragrance in the hot heat this summer. This is Sélection Verte from the House of Creed. This is citruses with an amazing mint, just like my jacket here. If you like mint, refreshing, which is the thing going on, which is the theme going on this summer, this is one to check out. Sélection Verte by Creed, which is citruses up top with an amazing heart of mint and ambergris in the base. A great fragrance, guys. Try this if you haven't. If you want something refreshing, invigorating, sparkling, bubbly, fizzy, Sélection Verte at number 5. The 4th spot, I have a fragrance from the House of Bond, number 9. If you follow the channel, you know this fragrance is one of my staples in the summer, you know, months of the year. This is a great, refreshing fragrance. An amazing trifecta of cedar, vetiver, and fresh neroli. This is Old New York. A great fragrance for the hot, humid days. One of those fragrances that is definitely gender-free. Anyone can pull this off, and you're gonna smell invigorating, extremely inviting. Old New York at number 4. All right, so the top 3, the fragrances that I'm gonna be most rocking this summer, the hot heat. These are gonna be great fragrances for everyday wear. Dress up, dress down. I could interchange these 3. Number 3 could be number 1, number 1 could be number 2. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, you'll see that the number 1 last year is actually going to be my number 2 this year. So let's go into the number 3, the Party in the Bottle from the House of Creed, Virgin Island Water. By the way, I'm looking for the one with a blue cap. If you guys have one, you want to sell or swap for it, please let me know. Which that one has a more coconut note. This here is fresh limes, coconut rum, hibiscus, ambergris. It's just a phenomenal party in the bottle. You could dress up, you could dress down, no matter what. This is a compliment monster, and like I said, you're gonna smell like a party. You know, Virgin Island Water at number 3 is a go-to fragrance for the summer in the past few years in my rotation that I cannot do summer without. All right, number 2 has actually been my number 1 for the past 3 years. This year is gonna fall to the number 2 spot, and this year is from the House of LABO. Follow the channel, we know what it is. It's an amazing trifecta of bergamot, cedar, and vetiver. It's inviting, it's a crowd pleaser, it's extremely well put together. And this is, of course, Bergamot 22 from the House of LABO. Half of the bottle is gone. This year I'm definitely getting a bigger bottle because, again, in the summertime, this is a staple of mine. This is one that I love to wear going into the office, going into meetings. You just feel so refreshing and invigorating with this scent. Bergamot 22 at number 2. All right, so the number 1 spot is not a newcomer to this list, but it's been in, I think in the past few years, number 3, number 2 spot. This year it's definitely number 1. It's been climbing up the ranks. It's a great fragrance that's gonna make you smell fantastic in the summertime. High grade, quality ingredients, perfect neroli, amazing citruses here, bergamot, Amalfi lemons, just an amazing citrus fragrance with a base that is just amazing. Backbone here that's strong and extremely long lasting. If you spray your clothes, you get 10+ hours. This is from the House of Serjoff, and this is Neo. Summer in a bottle. Perfection for the summer. If you want one fragrance this summer to smell fantastic, it is pricey, but you're gonna smell amazing and gather some amazing compliments and attention with this fragrance. And it's, again, gender-free. It's more on a masculine side, but anyone actually can pull this off. It's phenomenally well put together, greatly blended, a perfect citrus aromatic scent. So at number 1, Neo from the house of Xerjoff, the year of 2017, my favorite niche fragrance for the summer. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my favorite summer scents, niche edition for 2017. Now you guys know exactly what to do. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys are gonna be reaching out the most this summer season and what you're gonna be wearing the most. I'd love to read your comments and see if maybe there's something I should check out. Thanks for watching, guys. You know what to do now. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe for a lot more content. Hit the little bell notification so you guys know exactly when I post videos, which is quite often. In the meantime, keep on spraying and stay fragrant. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.